Hi, starting out with NuWave Oven recipes again. In the previous video, I showed you how to grill pork chops in the Power Air Fryer Oven Elite. This time, we're going to air fry pork chops in the Power Air Fryer Oven Elite. So anytime you want some nice air fried pork chops, you'll see how to do it, and it's real easy in the Power Air Fryer Oven Elite, and we're going to get started with that right now. Okay, so let me introduce you to the ingredients for this cook of air fried pork chops in the Power Air Fryer Oven. I've got myself some pork chops here for you who saw the grilled pork chops video. Yes, this is some from the same pack. Basically about 10 ounces per pork chop here. I've got myself 4 large eggs. I've got 2 cups of, well, I'm using almond milk. You can use any type of milk you prefer, but 2 cups. I have 1 ounce of hickory smoked sea salt. I have 1 tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning. I have 1 tablespoon of freshly cracked black pepper. This has been freshly cracked. I have some cooking spray. I have 2 cups of yellow cornmeal, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. So for you who know about my how I do my basically my air fries with my egg wash and my breading, same process as always. For you who are new, this starts by mixing up the eggs. Getting them well mixed. Then basically getting the eggs off into the, sorry about that background noise there with the moving things. Getting those eggs off into the egg wash, into the milk. So now we have our egg wash with our milk. Also, sometimes some of you know I use buttermilk for this instead of my unsweetened vanilla almond milk, but any milk that you prefer. I think personally for something like pork chops, I don't do the buttermilk. I just use the regular, but if you like buttermilk for your pork chops, leave a comment. Tell me how you like to do your thing. Alright, now with the all-purpose flour, I just mixed that into the yellow cornmeal. Then I'm going to get the smoked sea salt. And if you're new to the smoked sea salt thing, you got to try that. Toss in that Old Bay. Toss in that freshly ground black pepper. Now I'm going to just take a moment to get this well mixed. I'll bring you back after I get this well mixed up. Alright, so now at this step I get the pork chops into that egg wash. Try and do a wet hand, dry hand technique. Sometimes it works out well for me, sometimes it doesn't work out as well. But get it soaked well in that egg wash and drop it, shake it off and get it dropped into the breading. I'm going to get it coated in the breading really well. Alright, get it really nice and well coated. Alright, so basically after you get it coated, you just set it on the crisper tray. And I'm going to repeat for the other 3. Okay, so I've got all 4 of my pork chops breaded. I just wanted to do 4 of them. Now I'm just going to spray, Pam spray all, well, this is just cooking spray, this isn't Pam. But anyway, your cooking spray of choice, spray all over both sides and all over, basically all over these pork chops completely to coat them in the cooking spray. Alright, I got them all sprayed really good with the cooking spray. Now I'm just going to get the door open on my Power Air Fryer Oven. And I'm just going to put one on the top rack. Put the other on the middle rack. Let's get this glove off. I'm going to close up. I'm going to start by just hitting power and the French fry button. That's 400 degrees, 15 minutes. I'll bring you back in 15 minutes and we'll go on to the next step. First 15 minutes is up. I'm going to get the door open. I'm going to go in here and flip. If anything looks dry, I'll spritz it. I'm just going to flip these on the top over. Going to leave the ones on the bottom alone, well, on the middle rack alone. See, things are starting to cook. Gonna close up. Gonna basically hit power and French fry again. 15 more minutes to give them a good air frying. Bring you back in 15 minutes. All right, there's 4 minutes left in that second set of 15 minutes, but I want to show you what I'm seeing here. Let's give you a look. Looks pretty good, nearly almost all done. I'm just gonna take a look under bottom too. I'm just gonna flip them so that this other side can get cooked up good for a few minutes. But they're looking real close to good and air fried on both sides. So just gonna let that 4 minutes complete and then I'll bring you right back. All right, that 15 minutes is fully ended. The last 4 minutes done. Gonna get a meat probe in there and start temperature testing. Look how they look. They look pretty good to me. And we're going up over 109, over 118, over 145, and we are done as far as heating them up or cooking them. I'm going to get this one over on a plate and stop some of that chirping and chiming. Everything got real hot, got up into the 170s. That's okay, we're air frying, so things are getting hot. That's cool. Now this one on the middle rack, I got to get the air fry on it pretty good. You can see the top is kind of, you know, so-so. I'm going to put it up top here. I'm going to give it 5 minutes at 400, and then we'll come back and give it some more treatment. So just give it about 5 at 400. Let's make it 6 at 400. Try and get a nice crisp on there. I'll bring you back in 6 minutes. All right, that 6 minutes is up. I'm gonna open up. Let's see what we're working with in here. See, you got a nice fry on the top. See the other side, still not really done at all. The crisper tray helps, but it can't really, you know, fry the other side unless you flip it. So got it flipped over here. Pretty sure that meat's probably well done, but I'm gonna just give it 6 minutes on this opposite side too. And Lord willing, I won't dry that meat out. So we'll bring you back in 6 minutes. All right, time is up. And just do a real quick temp test, even though I know it's really well cooked. I mean, this stuff is fire. So the temperature's going up, 144. It's gonna make it easily. So, you know, it's real hot. It's very hot. So I'm gonna pull that probe out. It's interesting, it's just going up, it's slowing down a little bit. It's at 182, 184. Still climbing pretty quick, so it got pretty hot. A good air frying on it. So I'm gonna take this one here and just set it over here on my plate with the other one. And the one that I'm not dealing with yet, just gonna set it to the side and close the door. Now as for these two, this is the one from our first batch. This is the one from our second batch. So just going to cut them both open. Just gonna, let's see, cut this one right here. It's well cooked. This other one is cut in the hem. Also well cooked. So I'm just going to cut a piece off of each. You can see that fat is kind of like crispy. It's not even like it wants to stay on the meat. I'm going to just get a piece off of this one here. Alright. So we got our one from our first batch. We got a piece from the second batch. Going to get the camera flipped around and we'll do a quick taste test of these air fried pork chops. Okay, so here's our first batch bite. We'll try this one. It's pretty good. Not too dry. You know, it's not super moist, but at the same time, it's what you would expect from even if you did an oil fry. It's pretty good. This one is from the second batch. Okay, the second one is more moist because not only was it setting under the one that was on top that was dripping on it, but also it just finished, you know. So the one that just finished is going to be more moist anyway, and you know, basically with air frying or any type of frying, you want to eat it right away. So that one that I ate from the first batch, of course, was not going to be up to the par of the one that just came out. And you're frying the stuff that just came out is going to be the best. So basically this is how it's done if you want to do some air frying of pork chops in your Power Air Fryer Oven Elite. Also, if you have other types of air fryers or maybe a NuWave Oven or other types of similar air fryers, you can use this same method, same recipe. So that's how it's done. My blog, where a lot of other recipes are, printable recipes, superwaveovenrecipes.com. I'm on Twitter at Wave Oven Recipes. Check out the Amazon shop at amazon.com/shop/waveovenrecipes. Also, leave your comments. I read all of them. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends. Subscribe to the channel, and good eating.